International Histories Chapter 4.1 Review. This is by Olivia from Olivia's History Archives. So, 4.1a Issues Facing China. Western countries and Japan took control of parts of China in the 1900s, showing how weak the Manchu dynasty had become. Internal rebellions and the Empress Zhu Hixi refusal to modernize made China even weaker. The Boxer Rebellion showed Chinese anger at foreign control, but foreign armies defeated China and forced it to pay money. Western education, industry, and ideas spread in China, leading many people to demand political reform. Sun Yat-sen became an important reform leader who wanted democracy and a republic instead of the Manchu dynasty. After failed reparations, Sun traveled abroad to get money and support for change in China. The Manchu dynasty grew weaker after the empress died, and the 1911 Wuchang uprising spread across China. Yuan Shikai was called back to power and gained control of the strong Beiyang army. Sun Yat-sen returned and formed the Kuomintang, or the KMT, as you will see it's referred to, which is a political party to create a republic. So Sun became the provisional president in 1912, but China was divided and weak with no strong system. Sun and Yuan agreed to make Yuan president to avoid civil war and end the monarchy. China became a republic in 1912, but it had little experience with democracy. So now let's kind of talk about the Yuan Shihi and the disintegration of China. So Yuan Shikai was a military leader who did not support reform and had a strong army. So when I was introducing the topic, I did mean to say Shikai, not Shihi. My apologies. Anyways, so Yuan became a dictator, removed opponents, and destroyed hopes for democracy. He gained full support by ending parliament and creating a constitution that gave him total control. Yuan became unpopular after accepting Japan's 21 demands, which hurt China's independence. When Yuan tried to make himself emperor, provinces rebelled and he lost army support. After Yuan died, China broke into many regions ruled by warlords with private armies. Warlords fought each other for power and wealth, causing peasants to suffer. Warlords' army grew larger because soldiers joined to escape poverty and get loot. Warlords raised taxes, stole lands, and forced peasants into armies, increasing unemployment. Warlords also fought for control of the Peking government because it had access to foreign money. A few warlords made reforms, but almost all were corrupt and cared only about power. Sun Yat-sen returned and formed a rival KMT government and strong warlords controlling the people. Warlords' violence and weak government helped radicals and revolutionary ideas grow in China. So now let's talk about 4.1b, and the subject on this is the reasons for and impacts of the May 4th movement. So Chinese writers and thinkers started the new culture movement because they believed old traditions were making China weak. Students supported these ideas and wanted Western culture to help China modernize and end warlord control. Chinese people felt angry when the Paris Peace Conference gave Shantung to Japan instead of China. Students wrote a protest statement and called on Chinese people to defend their country. On May 4th, 1919, thousands of student leaders strikes spread across China with workers joining in protests. The movement seemed successful when China got Shantung back, but warlords secretly gave Japan power there anyways. Even though results were limited, Historians say the May 4th movement started major political and social change in Japan. This movement promoted nationalism, modern ideas, education reform, and influenced groups like the Kuomintang and the CCP. 4.1c Reasons for the growth of the Kuomintang under Sun Yat-sen. The Chinese Communist Party started after the May 4th movement and wanted a worker-led government to stop China's problems. Soviet Russia created the Comintern to spread communists and helped Chinese communists organize. Because the CCP was small, it joined Sun Yat-sen's Kuomintang in the first united form in 1923. Soviet help gave the KMT money, training, and advisors to build a stronger party system based on their own knowledge. Sun created the Whampoa Military Academy to train officers and build a strong revolutionary army. Now let's talk about his three principles. Sun Yat-sen's three principles were nationalism, democracy, and socio-economic reform. Nationalism meant China should be united and free from foreign control. Democracy meant people should vote for leaders instead of being ruled by dynasties or warlords. Social and economic reform meant helping peasants and workers while improving farming and industry. Sun believed China needed support from Russia to fight foreign imperialism. Now, reasons for KMT popular support. Many people supported the KMT because it promised to unite China and end foreign control. Students liked the KMT because its ideas matched the May 4th movement. Business owners supported the KMT because they hoped it would stop warlord chaos. Working with communists helped the KMT gain support from peasants and workers. Even with support in the South, the KMT could not control China because warlords still ruled many areas. Different groups in the KMT disagreed about how China should be governed after unity. Now, the Northern Expedition. After Sun Yat-sen died, Chiang Kai-shek fought communists inside the KMT to become its leader. 4.1d. Sorry, I know this slide says 4.4, but it's supposed to be 4.1. The KMT could only control one province, so Chiang Kai-shek began the Northern Expedition in 1926 to defeat the warlords and unite China. By late 1920, the KMT defeated some warlords and took control of southern China. The expedition succeeded because it was carefully planned and supported by Soviet training and advice. Okay, that's it. So I'll see you guys next time for 4.2. 4.2 ABCD. Bye.